Hello, welcome to Patch Notes, your weekly update on the video game news you need to know about. My name is Cesar Torres,
My name is Erica.
and let's jump into your weekly Patch Notes. Got a little bit of a real life Patch Notes for me. I got a kitty, and McKenna thinks it's cute.
It's adorable.
Ah! So yeah, if you ever see like something running around in the background, it's a little Shadow. Say hi to the people. Say hi to the people, Shadow.
Happy birthday, Switch! This week, the Nintendo Switch turned 4 years old and has reportedly sold more than 80 million units, beating the Wii U's lifetime sales of 13.5 million units, but still not as much as the Wii's 101 million or the PS2's 155 million. However, we are still about halfway through the Switch's life cycle, so anything could happen, like a massive hardware upgrade. According to a report from Bloomberg, claims Nintendo is working to make a console that has a 720p OLED screen made by Samsung and have a dock that can have 4K graphics. This new Switch will reportedly also be thinner and have a bigger screen. The Switch Lite at 5.5 inches, main Switch at 6.2 inches, and the new Switch at 7 inches. If this is real, we'll just have to wait and see. Speaking of waiting, it seems we're going to be waiting a bit longer for Super Nintendo World to open in Orlando. According to Orlando Informer, construction for the new park, Super Nintendo World, is supposed to be a part of Epic Universe. Stopped construction back in July 2020 due to the COVID pandemic, but has resumed construction, even though we don't have any official word from Universal Studios yet. It does seem that this pause in construction did move the opening of the park from 2023 to 2025. While we have no word on any of the other parks, we do know the construction in the Hollywood Park is underway, and earlier this year, Super Nintendo World opened in Japan with rides, interactive character meet and greets, and so much to do around the park. But it seems we're going to have to wait before more locations open anytime soon.
If you remember last year, about the same time that the first 3 episodes of Patch Notes, you might remember that Epic sued Apple because Epic claimed that Apple held a monopoly on its devices because games that wanted to be on Apple devices had to go through the Apple App Store, and Apple had to take a 30% cut of it all. Earlier this week, Judge Yvonne Gonzalez said that the court date was set for May 3rd and would have an in-person trial because she believed that it was significant enough to have an in-person trial. However, if COVID cases seem to rise by then, the court will just move on to a Zoom call. Epic claims to be doing this for small developers, even though they had previously gone to Apple seeking a special offer. And meanwhile, Apple seems to be remaining quiet on the whole thing. However, very recently, a bill was introduced into the Arizona state legislature prohibiting companies from forcing developers to only use their app stores for purchases on their devices. So basically, if this law goes through in Arizona, games like Fortnite and other apps can have in-app purchases that don't go through the Apple App Store. As of right now, it doesn't seem like this bill is going to pass in Arizona, but we'll just have to wait and see. Speaking of Epic Games, this week Epic made a very big purchase. Do you know what that purchase was, McKenna?
No clue.
Epic. Are you sure you
Something
don't know it?
Epic?
I will leave this show. They bought a game studio. A very, very cool.
Oh! They bought the Fall Guys!
Yeah, they bought Mediatonic, the developers of Fall Guys, over this week, so that's pretty cool for them. I don't know if you saw this also, but over the week, Fall Guys confirmed some pretty interesting lore about the game. Do you know what it is?
Can they smell from their feet?
Very close. They can eat through their feet.
What?
In a post in their Discord, the Fall Guys characters can eat through their feet. That's only very recently making the rounds. Fall Guys has had a history of having really weird lore. If you could guess what the skeleton of a Fall Guy looks like, what would you guess?
It's terrifying.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I have. It's scary.
Can't even begin to explain. It looks like an alien. It looks like a xenomorph, really. It looks like a xenomorph skeleton, if you know what a xenomorph is. You would not expect it. It's like the bean, and the skeleton is just nothing like the bean. If you ever get the chance, if you're an audio listener, look it up or do yourself a favor and don't look it up because I wish I didn't know this. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, we reported on a story of one of the co-founders of Terraria was locked out of their Google account and therefore they canceled their plans for Terraria to be on Stadia. Well, very recently, we got an update from co-creator Andrew Spinks saying, "After a month of pushing and with the immense support of our fans, Google finally reached out and was able to provide a lot of transparency around the situation and to restore access to all of our accounts." And after Spinks made that statement, we got a report from Stadia saying that the port of Terraria was in the works. So if you're looking to play Terraria on Stadia, or Stadia, depending on how you say it, you have that to look forward to. Kind of a bit of a Pokemon update. We got like 2 pieces of Pokemon things. Pokemon Unite. There's like been some new released information and footage, but all I really care about is dapper looking Pikachu and Mr. Mime. What are your thoughts on Pokemon Unite from what I
Miss
showed you?
Mime!
That's it. Those are her thoughts. They're very thought provoking.
I try my best. Thank you.
Thank you. That is the game that is in development by Tencent. And also, there's been some interesting like Pokemon Go footage released. These people put on the HoloLens in the video. They put on these glasses that have a camera on top of it. And I guess there's a screen in the glasses. But they put these on, they go outside, and there's Pokemon everywhere. It's like AR technology. And from the footage in the video, it shows them going up to Pokemon, feeding them. Like they hold out their hand and there's like an apple and then Pikachu eats it. And then this guy with Pikachu meets up with this lady that has an Eevee and they're about to battle. But they don't show the battle. But even then, all the footage in the trailer is all concept. There's no real demo for it. They're just like, this is what could be possible. So if you're excited for taking your Pokemon a step further in the real world from just aside from your phone screens, there's that to look forward to. Last year, because of COVID-19, PlayStation announced a play-at-home initiative. They're basically going to be giving away games for free for people to own, just so like we could have something to do while we're stuck in quarantine. It seemed like this initiative has been dead for a while until it was announced that 2016's Ratchet and Clank can be yours for free from the beginning of March 1st to the beginning of April 1st. And I think that's a really cool initiative. And in case you didn't know, now you do. And speaking of PlayStation, they recently announced on August 31st they're just going to stop selling movies and TV shows on the PlayStation Store. So if there's been a movie you've been wanting to get on the PlayStation Store for a while, now's your time to get it, because pretty soon you're not going to have the opportunity to buy it again. However, one more opportunity you might have is to use your banana as a controller. PlayStation patented the ability to take a banana and use it as a controller. I don't know the practical use for this. Maybe Monkey Ball? What do you think you could use a banana as a controller for?
Things. Oh, Hitman!
I love that of all games, you picked Hitman. My thing is, what are they going to do about the bruising? I would imagine like it would just bruise, you know what I mean?
New banana, baby.
One thing's for sure. If they do make this a thing, this will be the cheapest controller to replace. Thanks for watching Patch Notes. I've been your host, Cesar Torres.
You can find me at Ambelina on Twitch and Twitter. And you can also find me at theoupod.com.
And you can find us over at twitter.com/patchnotesvids, or you can find us on YouTube or on your favorite podcast service. If there's a podcast service you want us on and we're not on yet, let me know. I'll be sure to figure that out. Be sure to check in next time when I give you your weekly patch notes.